In the off season after this, or before the bowl game, Brent made some significant hires to the coaching staff that is probably going to fare well into the SEC in the first year in 2024. But first, thank you for joining me here at Sooner Legends Podcast. I'm your host, the legend, Mike Wilkerson. And if you're new to the channel and you love college football, especially OU football, hit the red subscriber button and turn on your post notification bell. That way you won't miss all of my content I'll be dropping. And give the video a like, please. And also share the video. So before we get started, I am going to bring in Coach Switzer to give us a little pep talk. Take it away, Coach.
Big 8 Conference. For the last 14 years, we win today. We'll have won 11 Big 8 Conference championships. Everybody reading the Southwest Conference, they talk about Texas in the last 10, 12 years has won 2 Southwest Conference. Houston 3. A&M finally won 1 in 18 years. People don't know what it is to be champions. Oklahoma invented it.
That's right, Coach Switzer. Oklahoma invented it. So, there's been numerous podcasts, news reports, blah, 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 about all of Brent Venables' coaching staff changes this year. I'm going to put my little spin on it. Of course, we all know that Jeff Lebby, he went to Mississippi State to become the head coach. And Seth Littrel and Joe John Finley took over as co-OCs of the offense, which Seth and Joe John gave us a little bit of something that's coming. I liked it, even though we lost, but I like what they're going to be doing on the offensive side of the ball. And then, thank God, I thank you, Coach Rue, for coming in at our time of need with Brent Venables to get something going here on the defense, as defensive coordinator. But good God, listen to those press conferences. Oh boy, that was murder. I still cringe over it. But anyway, so BV hires Zach Alley from Jacksonville State, which I am excited about. I said all year long last year that OU needs to hire a young, vigorous DC for that spot. And we got Zach Alley, which he's a younger version of Brent Venables. He coached with Brent as a grad assistant and something else when he was at Clemson. So I'm glad of that. Real glad. And we'll see how Zach does in his first year of recruiting this year. Also, we got the 2 quarterback coaches from Tennessee. Let me get their names for you right quick. It's we got a quarterback analyst from Tennessee and Texas A&M, Jack Lowry, who was quarterback coach at Tennessee, and Ty Hatcher from Texas A&M, which Seth, he's not only is he the OC, he's the quarterback's coach, but that's going to help Seth out with them 2 hires. And then this last one that we hired, Coach Deacon, which I call him Coach Deke, from San Diego State. He's a special teams analyst, which you go back and look at his stats at San Diego State. My God, he was one hell of a special teams coach there. I got a video on him in my playlist. And then not only that, let's talk about his other major moves as far as let's dip into recruiting a minute. Coming into this year, the big guns that I paid attention to, because I'm a defense guy. I've always, since the Selman brothers, I've always loved an OU defense. So they bring in Nigel Smith II, Danny Okoye, David Stone, and Jaden Jackson as defensive linemen. Y'all need to watch out for Nigel Smith. He's the quiet one. He not a lot of fanfare, but I've watched his highlights, and oh my God, this guy can play some ball. I got to watch Danny Okoye 4 times last year because I'm equidistant between Oklahoma City and Tulsa. And he played at Noah Academy up in Tulsa for homeschool athletes. No way in hell he's a 4-star. I'm sorry, just from what I've seen. And then you got the big O-line recruits that Big Bill went out and got. Don't know their names right offhand. I'm sorry. I should have had names, but you can go back and watch some other podcasters that's got the names. But we had a pretty good offensive line haul in recruitment. Plus, we got a couple out of the transfer portal from Michigan State and where Seth Littrel was head coach at North Texas. So we're establishing, and also we got our decent defensive secondaries. Oh, good gosh! I mean, we're armed for bear now. So Brent has, in all of this, he's made some major moves in the coaching staff. Got another top 10 recruiting class for the 2024 class, which that's what I always pay attention to is recruiting. So guys, I stated in my last video, don't be surprised what happens this year with Oklahoma. I've seen it too many times. And also, we got some big time wide receiver recruits in the 2024 class. One guy that I'm going to be paying a sharp eye out for is Zion Reagans from Georgia. He looking at that kid's stats, my God, he's a blazer. But we're stacked armpit to ankles in the wide receiver room with Andrell Anthony, Jacquez Petaway, Jalil Farouk, Nick Anderson. I mean, y'all know it. So I wouldn't be shocked with all this movement Brent's done that we're going to make some noise in the SEC next year or this year. Wouldn't surprise me a bit. I'm excited. And also, I just for giggles, I went and looked at the 24/7 composite recruiting ranking for 2025. Now, we're still in March. I'm not getting excited. I'm just telling you what I saw is we're in the SEC, we're behind LSU's number one in the 24/7 composite recruiting ranking right now in the SEC. We're number 2. And we're 5th overall right now. And we've been crystal balled for some recruits. We got some offers and some recruits has made announcements that we're in their top 5. So it's looking promising for the 2025 recruiting class, along with what we already have verbally committed to us. So that's all I got for today. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said at the first of the video, if you don't mind on your way out, if you like what I do here on this channel, hit the red subscriber button and turn on your post notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my sooner content dropping. And as always, God bless. Take care of yourself and be nice to each other, because tomorrow isn't promised. This is the legend. We'll see you on the backside.